Hey guys, welcome to my video exclusive, and it's kind of late, so I'm not going to go through a whole lot of depth, but a day or two ago, Apple had an event and updated their macOS 10 Lion preview page, and they've added basically what Lion is going to be is a big user interface update. I'm not sure in terms of like utilities and things, or how the computer actually runs and functions, how much they're going to update, but it's a huge user interface update for macOS 10 users. And as it says here, the magic of the iPad with the power of macOS 10, which is exactly what it is. They already had the Mac App Store installed, so you can already experience that. So that's one part of iPad. Launchpad is like your iPad's home screen, so it's an easy way to go through and just kind of flick through and get applications without going into your applications folder. And you can use a little gesture to open it, which is kind of nice. I don't know how excited I am about that. It's a cool thing, but some of the features I'm more excited about come a little later. They're going to add full screen applications, so you can use, like you would on an iPad, use an application in full screen mode, which is nice. For, as you see here, photo editing, maybe even document editing, but definitely for video editing, because screen real estate is a real treat when you're editing video, which I've realized using 17 and 13-inch screens, so that'll be nice to have full screen apps. Mission Control is like sort of like an expose, sort of like what they have now, but I think it divvies it up better, and that'll be kind of nice to have, just because it's easier to switch between windows when you have a lot of things open at once. Gestures and animations. There's a video on here of using gestures to invoke all these different things like Mission Control and Launchpad and invoking full screen apps and things like that. So you can see that video, and I'll post the link in the video below the description. They'll have autosave, which is one of my favorite features they're adding. It's so small and simple, but I'm so glad they're adding it, because in documents I hate having to press Command Save all the time. It's annoying. And so this will automatically save it, and then you have to, it's autosave. It doesn't get much more complicated than that. Versions is, it's not part of the same feature, but I like to think it's the same kind of update. It allows you to go back, since it's auto-saving. Maybe you wanted to see something from earlier. It's kind of like a time machine for your documents. So you can go back and look at changes that you made and bring them back up, or bring one change and add it to one page but not the whole document, that kind of thing. They're going to have resume, which is great, because when you restart your Mac, you hate quitting everything and then restarting, because you're probably in the middle of something, or you just don't feel like restarting. So this will let you pick up exactly where you left off. And actually, I didn't read that from there, but okay, I quoted the page. But yeah, literally pick up where you left off and start over again if you need to restart, for virtual memory reasons or updates or whatever. Mail 5, it's the only application they've really gone in depth with. Maybe it's the one they've really changed a lot, but they've really combined iPad's Mail with the macOS 10 Mail application, which I think will be nice, because the iPad Mail is actually really nice to use. I know I haven't really reviewed the iPad at all or any of its apps, but I do have one, a 64 gig downstairs that I use sometimes, and it is, I do like Mail in that. I have like Mail on the iPhone and iPod Touch. So that'll be interesting to see. I'm going to see if I can get my hands on a developer preview of Mac OS 10 Lion. Before we go, we have a few smaller things. AirDrop, which is like a file sharing service. I'm not sure if it allows you to publicly share files over the web, but that would be really interesting, because I happen to do that a lot. If I want to share things with my friends, or little documents or things that I don't want to upload to iWork. But for now, I do know that it's Mac to Mac file sharing, and it's simple drag and drop to their computer and you set the file. They've also released File Vault. I'm not really sure. I haven't really used File Vault, so I'm not going to talk about that. And Alliance Server, which I'll actually might be reviewing later on. So check back to the site for more video exclusives, and thanks for visiting the site. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video or post.